My dear Aquarian, tomorrow arrives bringing an intense energy, marked by the Death card as its essence. Do not be frightened by this name, for here it does not speak of a literal end, but rather of rebirth. This card announces profound transformations, inevitable changes that, even if they bring some discomfort at first, open doors to a more authentic life aligned with your heart. It is as if the universe is saying, it's time to leave the old behind. This energy affects your way of relating, working, and living. The color that vibrates strongly for you is deep black, the color that symbolizes the end of cycles and rebirth at another stage of your journey. The scent that may accompany you is sandalwood, which brings spiritual balance and serenity to accept what needs to go. Your lucky numbers are 9, 13, 22, 36, and 41. And with whom will you feel most in harmony tomorrow? The signs of Scorpio and Pisces, which understand the emotional depth of death well, flow with you in this movement of transformation. The signs of Taurus and Leo may bring challenges because they insist on holding on to what should already be left behind, and it is in this friction that you can learn to trust even more in the flow of life. No love, the cards, the Devil and the Ten of Cups reveal an intense scenario. The Devil shows a passion that can become almost irresistible, like a bond that binds, mixed with desires that you may not be able to control. It could be a relationship where chemistry speaks loudly, but also where there is attachment or fear of losing. The Ten of Cups softens this energy, bringing the possibility that, even amidst temptations or emotional bonds, there is a pursuit of genuine happiness. For those in a relationship, tomorrow may bring a delicate conversation about dependencies, emotional, material, or even behavioral, but it is resolved when both understand that what truly matters is happiness within the family. You may feel that a simple dinner together brings more peace than any luxury. If someone from outside tries to interfere, this energy can manifest as jealousy, but also as reconciliation. It's the kind of day when an unexpected, even exaggerated statement can bring out a genuine smile. For the married, the Ten of Swords and Page of Cups cards indicate that a cycle of pain or misunderstandings has reached its limit. The Ten of Swords shows that there have been weariness, harsh words, or even a feeling of exhaustion in some aspect of the relationship. However, the Page of Cups brings the freshness of reconciliation, the lightness of an unexpected gesture of affection. Tomorrow could be a day when, after a difficult argument or a heavy phase, small demonstrations of affection, such as a note, a message, or even a sweet look, open space for the heart to blossom again. Perhaps you feel that everything is lost at some point, but soon realize that it is precisely at the bottom of the pit that hope is reborn. For singles, the Ace of Strength and the Three of Swords reveal a duel between courage and wounds. The Strength shows that you will have confidence, charm, and magnetism to attract looks, but the Three of Swords reminds you that there are still hurts that need healing. Tomorrow could be the day you encounter someone who awakens desire, but also triggers memories of disappointments. It is possible that a reunion with someone from the past brings a mixture of feelings, asking you for courage not to be dragged down by old pains. The universe whispers, just because you suffered before doesn't mean you have to suffer again. You can choose to make space for a new beginning, even if it is step by step. For those who live in love triangles, the cards, Two of Pentacles, and the World show that tomorrow you will find yourself balancing delicate choices. The Two of Pentacles depicts someone trying to hold two realities at the same time, perhaps dividing time, emotions, and promises. The World indicates that this situation may reach a point of decision. Maybe an encounter will reveal that it's no longer possible to keep everything hidden. It is possible that someone demands clarity, or that a secret unexpectedly escapes. This is a day when you may feel pressured to decide between maintaining an illusion or fully embracing a more genuine path. For those separated, divorced, or distant, the Page of Swords and Ace of Cups reveal curiosity and new beginnings. The Page of Swords indicates silent observation, unsent messages, someone watching your social media or seeking information about you. The Ace of Cups shows that despite the wounds, there is still love and a desire to try again. Tomorrow could be the day when a message arrives unexpectedly, perhaps a simple hi, but one that opens the door to deeper conversations. It is a period when the truth may come gradually, but accompanied by genuine emotion. At work, for those who are employed, the Four of Swords and Nine of Swords cards bring a warning. The Four of Swords asks for rest, a break, perhaps because you are exhausted from so much dedication. The Nine of Swords shows anxiety, insomnia, or excessive worries about results. Tomorrow could be a day when you feel the need to stop and breathe. A meeting may bring tension, or a tight deadline may disturb your mind. But the tarot advises you not to overburden yourself with fears greater than reality. Not everything you imagine as bad will happen. On the contrary, by staying calm, you will realize that you are more prepared than you think. For those who are unemployed, the Magician and the King of Wands cards open a promising scenario. The Magician shows your skills, your ability to reinvent yourself, to use talents to create opportunities. The King of Wands symbolizes leadership, vision, and energy of someone who can lend you a helping hand. Tomorrow could be the day to send a resume that finally gets noticed, or even to receive an invitation for an interview in a field that seems tailor-made for you. It is also a moment to believe that your creativity can become a source of income. A simple idea, if well applied, can turn into a professional path. In health, the Knight of Pentacles and the Empress cards bring balance. The Knight of Pentacles indicates consistency, discipline, and care, while the Empress shows vitality and growth. Tomorrow, Aquarian, your body may show signs of improvement in something that has been bothering you. It could be the return of physical energy, increased disposition, or even good news about a treatment. It is the kind of day when activities related to nature, such as walks, gardening, or contact with plants, can bring emotional and physical healing. There is fertility in the air in the sense of vitality, creativity, and even the possibility of good news related to family health issues. With money, the cards, the World and the Five of Swords reveal two contrasting forces. The World brings success, completion of a financial cycle, perhaps even a awaited payment or recognition of an effort. However, the Five of Swords warns of disputes, misunderstandings, or agreements that may generate resentment. Tomorrow could be the day you receive an amount but realize that someone around you is bothered by it. It may also be that you need to defend your position regarding expenses or investments. The message is clear: celebrate your achievements, but do not let others' envy steal your peace. In the family, the Two of Cups and the Hanged Man cards indicate connections and pauses. The Two of Cups shows union, partnership, affection. The Hanged Man shows a moment of waiting, of looking at things from another perspective. Tomorrow could be a day when a conversation with a family member brings relief, but also the need for patience. Perhaps a request for help comes at a delicate moment, or family advice makes one reflect on important decisions. The energy is supportive, but also understanding that not everything can be resolved immediately. In friendships, the Ten of Wands and the Chariot show effort and overcoming challenges. The Ten of Wands indicates that you may feel like you're carrying too much burden in your relationships, perhaps being the friend who always listens, helps, or provides support. The Chariot shows that tomorrow is the day to take control, to set boundaries. Someone might ask for your help again, but this time you'll know how to say yes in a balanced way without overloading yourself. It is also a day of shared victories where friends celebrate achievements together, perhaps even in an outing that brings movement and joy. In social life, the Four of Cups and Ace of Swords cards indicate that you may start the day feeling apathy, disinterest, as if nothing is good enough. The Four of Cups brings this feeling of boredom, but the Ace of Swords breaks this energy, bringing clarity and new ideas. Perhaps an unexpected message invites you out, or a last-minute opportunity arises and completely changes your mood. It is a day when the mind opens up to new social connections, and you may realize that what seemed boring at first turns into something exciting. Finally, as advice, the Five of Pentacles card urges you not to give in to feelings of abandonment or lack. It is a day when you may feel lonely at some point, but the tarot reminds you that support is always available, even if not immediately visible. Try to see beyond the lack and realize that doors are opening. Perhaps unexpected help will come from someone you didn't expect, or a simple gesture will restore your faith. Do not walk alone, Aquarius. Accept the outstretched hand.